Another chart nerd TA video. I'm going to be doing some analysis today on Vechain and just carrying off from where I left off last time on my update, which I posted a couple of days ago on my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And yeah, let's get into some TA. So let me explain what I've got here. Okay, so this red line right here is Vechain's resistance. Okay, it's a very strong resistance level on the daily, and if we do break above that, I'm expecting fireworks for Vechain. But right now, okay, we're not at this end of the stick. Okay, we're coming back down and we're looking for support here, okay, off of this resistance. So for the support areas, I've got these two trend lines here, okay, and these are the closes and a few wicks around Vechain, of which I'm expecting to hold a support. Equally, you've got this falling wedge, okay, and you're basically falling back to that wedge and looking to break out. Okay, and this is why I've got these two areas of support within this falling wedge, okay, because these points of contact could come into me and you could get crossing points for support to get continuation to the upside, okay, at which point I think you may come up and retest this resistance line. So let's start this from over here. Okay, so Vechain came down, okay, had this impulsive wick down, you came back up into support and you sort of coiled up in this channel, and basically you lost support of that, okay, and then you came down in June, on the 18th of June, you put in a low here at 0.02 cents, okay, and then you came back up to the 20 EMA, got rejected, but within doing so and continuously getting rejected, you were forming higher lows. Okay, so this is why I've got these two trend lines in equally again, because you've got this one trend line down here, which is the low in the 18th of June. You came up and you put in a higher low back here on the 13th of July. Okay, and from that point you attacked the 55, coiled up again, created a higher low, and you broke out. Okay, and Vechain broke out here. And we got a bullish cross on the daily time frame, and you came back up and met resistance at where you previously met resistance before and was failing to break out of back in the 13th of May. Okay, so this resistance line right here is very strong resistance currently. This red line right here is very strong resistance for Vechain. Right now, these are our support levels, and you can see that we're attacking them very, very closely. So again, just to go through that, you've had this breakdown. Okay, you've re-attacked the resistance of where you started the breakdown and turned it into resistance. Okay, and then now you're coming back for support, looking to hold one of these lows down here, i.e. these two trend lines. So what's happening potentially right now? Okay, so from this bullish cross and from where you broke out, held support, okay, on the 20 EMA, you broke out and you came up to the resistance at 0.033. From then, you've been in this sort of descending channel, okay, this falling wedge where you're literally caught between resistance and support, looking to get the breakout and confirmation of confirming a higher low than the June 18th low, okay, because as long as we put in a higher low than 0.020, okay, and maintain that bottom and hold that as support, then I do think we're looking for continuation. As I said, these patterns, these are a bullish breakout pattern, okay, and when you're stuck and coiling up between them, you're getting squeezed into a corner here between support and resistance, okay, coming down on your head, and you're looking for a breakout somewhere, okay. So my technical targets to the downside right now are potentially back where this 18th is. Okay, it's all about holding this, but I do think potentially we may be coming down to test this, and I'll show you why. Before we get our continuation and our breakout, I do believe that potentially we are structurally forming a bottom. Until we lose this low, as I've said, we're not told otherwise. But what I think is happening is we had this last point of contact on this low right here, and we came up to this high again at resistance. Okay, so you're bouncing off support and resistance within this falling wedge, and now you're coming back down for support. So you can see that from this high here, okay, and this local point of resistance, retracing back to this low, okay, and this level of support, you can see that the technical target, if we start to lose that 1 fib, if we come down and lose 0.0021, okay, and start doing something like this and coming below that and closing below it and closing below this green trend line, okay, the 0.02, for me the minimum target is going to be coming down to the 1618 again, which is at 0.02013 again, which then tests this trend line. So this is why I've got these two trend lines in. Again, it just gives a bit of confirmation. Okay, we're coming down, we're bouncing off support currently on the 021. Okay, you've come up into resistance of the broadening wedge. Right now you're looking to come back down for support. Could we potentially be looking to retest the 1618 area again before getting a breakout here on Vechain? It's all a big potential, because as I said, you can see you're coming down between support, resistance. Right now we're coming down for support and then get your breakout potentially, okay, and it's all about getting above this daily 20 EMA here as well. Okay, it's very important to get above this daily 20 EMA. So if we could hold this low here and retest this for a second bottom, okay, and start to get up, if we break out of this trend line and break out of this 20 EMA on the broadening falling wedge, I think it's go time. I think you're going to come back up and retest higher levels of resistance. Equally, as I said, yeah, this level of resistance is quite strong here as well. You've got resistance points, you've got resistance and support, you've got resistance. Okay, so you could potentially be working your way up if we hold these lows and if we hold support of this falling wedge. Okay, I keep going on about it, but the pattern's in play. The pattern that's in play is invalidated until invalidated away, and right now we are in this descending falling wedge pattern. Okay, and you're coiling up like this, getting squeezed into a corner, getting price compression, and eventually you're going to get a breakout to the upside or you're going to get a breakout to the downside. Okay, so just draw these trend lines in, monitor these trend lines, add these lines and levels of support here. Okay, the closes, okay, and the wick low in June, get those support lines on. You know, you're watching high lows form out, you broke out bullish, you're literally just coming down for support and looking to hold this low in the 18th of June. As long as we can do that, okay, and we get continuation of breakout of this falling wedge pattern and break out this level of resistance, it's go time, and we're going to have technical targets to the upside that I'll look at in the near future. If we don't and we start to lose this falling wedge, okay, and lose support on 0.020, okay, and hitting your head on that, I think you're going to have technical targets to the downside. To be able to project them now before I go, for me, here we go. Okay, so this might be a bit easier. For Vechain, you've got this high on the weekly, you're retracing back down to this low right here. Okay, so yeah, if you start to lose, if Vechain does something like this and starts to fill in these wicks here, okay, because I've noticed a lot of wicks, they do tend to get filled in with full-bodied candles, okay. You had this nasty wick here, you came into resistance, and then you filled the wick in with candles. Right here, you've got this nasty wick here, you came up to resistance. Could we potentially be looking to fill these wicks in again with candles? Okay, so potentially we are retracing to that level right now, to that 0.020. It's all about holding that, okay. If we lose that and the June bottom, okay, and hit your head on resistance, for me a minimum target that Vechain will be in is to 0.01736 at a minimum, okay, at a minimum. And you can see at that sort of level you'll be coming back down and finding support on this previous high that we held back that we saw as resistance in December. We could literally be back testing to that local that previous high, sorry, not local high, previous high. Right, so it's all about holding this low here. It's all about holding this low. So yeah, that's a quick update for you on Vechain, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, from Chart Nerd TA, peace out.